Good morning. I feel like all of our teams aren't here, but we're going to get started anyway. Good morning, Lowcountry. This is the Lowcountry Qualifier. My name is Christine LaRue, and I am the FTC Program Delivery Partner for First South Carolina. Welcome. We're so glad you guys are here. Welcome to Decode, presented by RTX, part of the first Age season, presented by Qualcomm. Now that I feel like I'm a NASCAR driver and I've said all of my sponsorships, life is good. FIRST is a global robotics community preparing young people for the future. FIRST engages students in grades pre-K through 12 in our suite of STEM programs. FIRST Lego League. Who's done FIRST Lego League? Look at all you moms out there. That's awesome. And FIRST Robotics Competition. Do we have some that are doing FTC and FRC? One. Awesome. One. There's probably more. They're just not in here right now, right? Okay. And of course, FIRST Tech Challenge. So we are the middle program here for our suite of programs. FIRST Tech Challenge started in 2005, and we've now grown to over 8,000 teams in more than 55 countries. By joining us today, you are part of this movement. All of you are helping make this program possible for the next generation of innovators. Thank you. We're in for such a fun day together. I can't wait to see how everything comes together with your robots and what happens on the field today. We have 15 teams that have been working really hard to design and build their robots for this year's challenge, Decode. We're excited to have you here. Let's welcome all of our students who are competing today. When I say your name, let's give a shout, okay? 3641 Pinewood Prep. 7021 Robo Eagles. 11454 Penguineers. 18069 Java Dragons. 18984 OG Hurricanes. 22199 Ace Space and Roboticists. 23360 Dragons Anonymous. 23816 OG Cyclones. 23855 Vortex. 24769 Talent Skies. 24900 Cybucks. 24914 Acebots. 25970 the OG Typhoons. 28165 Robo Titans. And 30380 Bitflip. This season, students will step into the world of archaeology, uncovering stories hidden in artifacts, tools, and discoveries. Our students will dig deeper using STEM skills and creativity as they design, build, program, and drive their robots. Together, they will take on the thrilling head-to-head challenges inspired by the science of discovery. And of course, a huge shout out to our season sponsor, RTX. They've put out a special welcome message for you all, so let's check it out.
Welcome, FIRST Tech Challenge teams, and congratulations on advancing to this level of the Decode season. This is an amazing program. Nearly 100,000 students across 81 countries develop STEM skills, practice engineering principles, and explore the value of teamwork in FIRST Tech Challenge. Through the RTX collaboration with FIRST, we hope our work inspires you to think about how technology can be used to not only prepare for the future, but to also learn from the past. Now my colleague Amanda will show you some incredible technologies that are currently being used by archaeologists.
Check it.
Thanks, Dantea. Here in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, RTX's underwater acoustics capability is similar to the technology archaeologists use to locate, image, and map ancient sites and artifacts. Synthetic aperture sonar uses an artificial array of transducers to scan the seafloor, collecting data to form an ultra-high resolution picture. These images reveal the shape and size of objects, like shipwrecks, in much more detail than traditional sonars. And from the sky, archaeologists use remote sensing techniques to research past societies and cultures. RTX unlocked the next generation of remote sensing by using digital engineering to produce sensors that are smaller, lighter, and more capable for a variety of Earth observation missions. Traveling on satellites, these imaging instruments provide maximum resolution imagery from space. Working with NASA, RTX is designing a new remote sensing instrument to identify land patterns like crop production, mineral mapping, and forest management. Right now, RTX engineers work in 30 countries, focused on things like advanced avionics, directed energy, electric propulsion, hypersonics, and quantum physics.
These are only a few of our industry-leading projects at RTX that allow us to see further and in more detail than ever before. Working with this year's First Tech Challenge teams has been energizing and impactful, and your passion for inventing is second to none. Whatever the outcome of today's competition, you're all having an impact. Best of luck, teams.
Thank you, RTX, for your support of the First Tech Challenge this season. Being part of First doesn't end when you graduate. As alumni, you'll always have a place in this community with chances to volunteer, make new friends, connect with professionals, and keep shaping the future. Volunteering at events like this, any First event, is a great way to stay involved after high school. There are 7 official events here in South Carolina each year for First Tech Challenge, as well as many other soft scrimmages hosted by individual teams, and all of those can use more volunteers. Let's take a moment to recognize the First alumni who are here today. If you're a First alum, would you raise your hand? Woohoo! Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys being here. To learn more about how you can give back as an alumni, you can find out more about the experience at firstinspires.org/alumni. For some of you, Decode may be your final season as a student in First. For those of you in your final year of high school, you're becoming First alumni, and we can't wait to see how you'll connect and inspire the next generation. All of our students in their final season, please stand to be recognized. We got any seniors today? Any of our soon-to-be alums, if you come and see me today, I will have a First alumni pin for you. So stop me when you see me around, and I will grab one and give one to you, and you can put it on your lanyard or put on your backpack and wear it in the future. Let's see, where am I? I'm losing my details here. I want to take a moment to recognize and thank all of our parents, coaches, mentors, and other volunteers who helped make today's events possible. Students, please make it loud for everyone who supported your journey here today. We also ask that all of you today to honor the first ethos, gracious professionalism. This means doing your best work and at the same time respecting and valuing the other students, teams, and volunteers here. And who better to help explain this core value of First than our program leaders, First alumni Rachel Moore and Colin Foots.
I'm Rachel and this is Colin. We're both First alumni and together we lead First Tech Challenge. We'd like to talk about something that's important and part of the ethos of First programs, gracious professionalism.
If you've never heard the term before, gracious professionalism is kind of like good sportsmanship, but instead of only describing how to behave when you compete, it can apply to all aspects of your life. Gracious professionalism is a way of doing things that encourages high-quality work, emphasizes the value of others, and shows respect for individuals and the community.
First is a small cross-section of the real-life opportunities that each of you will have to make decisions which reflect gracious professionalism. Practicing gracious professionalism doesn't have to be large, sweeping gestures. Instead, it's the little choices that each of us makes when no one is watching that all combine and fuse together to form our collective culture. You already know how to compete hard, and you know how to be kind. Think about how your actions make others feel and how that makes you feel.
Your team probably plans strategy before the season and before each match. You can do the same exercise for how you will handle challenging interpersonal situations that might come up throughout the season. You won't always get it right, and that's okay, because gracious professionalism is a journey, not a destination. It's something we should strive to practice every day. When we make a mistake, we should own it, offer a sincere apology, and attempt to make amends. Then, find ways to do better in the future.
First can be challenging. It's supposed to be. And that means that at times during this season, you may feel pressure and experience stress. In those difficult times, it might seem easier to be selfish or only take your own interests into account. After all, even if you do everything the right way, there's only a handful of teams that will win their last match of the season and be celebrated as world champions. But while there's a limited number of championship trophies, there is no such limit on the number of teams who will have a successful season. Don't waste your time on being envious of others' success. Ask questions, challenge yourself, learn from others, and share your own knowledge.
FIRST programs would not be possible without the time committed by tens of thousands of caring adult volunteers, including team coaches and mentors. As FIRST alumni, we know the impact that mentors and coaches can have on a young person's life. Mentors and coaches are key to establishing and maintaining a team culture. On behalf of more than 100,000 FIRST Tech Challenge students, thank you for all that you do. Aristotle once said, "Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all." This season, we hope you have the opportunity to educate both. Good luck.
Each year, FIRST Tech Challenge creates a new and challenging game for teams to learn and compete in. Teams will investigate the power of the world's artifacts and unlock mysteries in the 2025-2026 Decode presented by RTX season. If you're watching Decode for the first time, here's a quick summary of how our game works.
Welcome to the FIRST Tech Challenge 2025-2026 season game, Decode, presented by RTX. Decode is played by 4 randomly selected teams, 2 per alliance. Your opponent for one match may be your partner for another. Robots must be built to meet the specifications in the competition manual and fit within an 18-inch sizing cube. Robots and their extensions must remain within the 18-inch sizing cube until the endgame. The game is played on a 12-foot square playing field with a foam tile floor and 1-foot-high walls. On the playing field is a red alliance goal and a blue alliance goal. At the exit of each goal is the classifier ramp and a gate. April tags are located on the goal to assist with targeting. On the field, there are 24 purple artifacts and 12 green artifacts. Robots start each match in one of 2 locations and can hold up to 3 artifacts. At the start of each match, a motif made up of 3 artifacts is randomly selected and indicated on the obelisk. During the first 30 seconds of the match, robots are autonomous. Robots can use sensors to decode the motif, leave the starting line, and score artifacts in the goal. Artifacts that enter the goal and exit to the classifier ramp earn points. Once the classifier is full, any additional overflow will score, but will earn fewer points. At the end of auto, alliances earn additional points if the artifacts in the classifier match the motif pattern. During the following 2 minutes of the match, drivers control their robots. Robots continue to score in their goal, open the gate to clear the classifier, and collect artifacts from their human player. Alliances that score enough artifacts in their goal throughout the match will earn an additional ranking point.
The last 20 seconds of the teleop period is the endgame.
Robots continue to score to fill their classifier to form the motif pattern. As time runs out, robots race to their base where they can expand in height. Points are awarded to robots partially in their base, and even more points are awarded to robots fully in their base. If both robots fit within their base, the alliance receives bonus points. An alliance that can earn enough points from moving in auto and returning to their base will receive an additional ranking point. The alliance that earns the most points overall wins the match and will earn 3 ranking points. This has been a summary of this season's game, Decode, presented by RTX. For complete rules, please read the competition manual, and always remember to demonstrate the first ethos of gracious professionalism. Good luck, teams, and have a great season.
Woohoo! That looks great, doesn't it? Now I'd like to recognize some of our volunteers who make today happen. First, I'd like to recognize the Iron Nation. The Iron Nation FRC teams here at Woodland High School have graciously hosted us today and helped set up our fields and set up all of our tech and everything. So we appreciate them being out here today. So you'll see them walking around. So thank you. I'd like to recognize our judges. I know many of them aren't in the room now because they're doing other judging things. But if you were judging today, would you raise your hand and wave at us? Yay, thank you. They have the difficult job of singling out the best of the best from today's teams. They've already been busy this morning doing your interviews and then reviewing your team information. So some of them will be in the pits watching matches and then deliberating later today. We look forward to seeing the outcome of their hard work at the playoff and the awards ceremony this afternoon. Let's give them a big round of applause for their dedication. Next, I'd like to introduce our first technical advisors, our FTAs. We have Elizabeth and Chase is in the back. So you'll see them out today. These folks, along with Paul, who is here doing our AV, all of our AV for us. These are our technical volunteers who know the ins and outs of our robots, their control systems, how all this stuff works together, and they keep our event moving smoothly. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you. And then finally, our referees. They're busy in the back, but you guys can figure out who they are. Our referees have the difficult job of ensuring that everyone is playing by the rules. As in all sports, their rulings are final, and there will be no reruns or video replays. Please help us stick to our schedule by respecting their decisions and directing questions to the question box, which is near the queuing table. Thank you. And it looks like we've gotten a couple more extra referees, so yay, life is good. Our general schedule for today, so we will run 6 qualifying matches. You should have your schedule on your table. We delivered those just a little bit ago as we were doing the driver's meeting. We'll have a lunch break from 12 to 12:50. Matches will resume after lunch. We'll finish out our matches. There are a couple, please note on the schedule, there are a couple of teams that will be surrogates for matches, just the way the schedule goes. That means it doesn't really count for that team, but you will be helping your alliance partner. You get some extra time on the field. After we do that, we will do alliance selection, where our top-ranked teams will choose their partners for the afternoon double elimination tournament playoffs. During the playoffs, we'll also celebrate with awards, wrapping up with our event award winners, and of course, the Inspire Award. It's going to be a great day from start to finish. I know we talked a little bit about safety in our driver's meeting, but I want to make sure that everybody hears this. So if you are in this zone, you have to have glasses on, safety glasses. If you are in the pits, you have to have safety glasses on. Closed-toed shoes in both zones as well, please. Emergency exits. We can go out here. There's some more around the side there. Obviously, a school has everything really well marked. There's fire extinguishers here. We've got first aid kits up here at the front if you need. During the course of the event, please help us keep any walkways and exits clear. And if you see something unsafe, like a tripping hazard or a spill, please correct the issue immediately or ask one of the volunteers to help. In this zone, I need everybody to hear me on this, okay? I know you want to watch your teams, and I know you want to watch your teams from close, but so does everybody behind you, okay? So if you have a media badge, you may stand at the outside, on the other side, on your side, to take pictures and whatnot, okay? Video. If you do not have a media badge, then please sit in the stands. Do not congregate in front of these because we want to make sure that everybody can see behind them and also to keep the aisle clear so everybody can, maneuver past you. Thank you for that. We'll do a couple of reminders probably today because I know everybody gets excited and forgets and wants to come and stand by the field to watch. In addition to physical safety, let's talk about your emotional and psychological safety. Everyone here deserves to have a safe, nurturing, and fun experience. If something is making you feel uncomfortable, please find a trusted adult and ask for help. And one other volunteer I wanted to point out, y'all see Trey here? He's not... Mr. Trey is taking photos for us officially today, so if you see this man come up and start taking pictures of you, he's not being weird. He's actually taking that, like for real, okay? I mean, he might be a little weird, he says, but, we love him just the same. Okay. But we are a community who looks out for each other, so again, if you see something, ask somebody to help and, use your gracious professionalism throughout the day. Finally, we are live streaming. So we are on the First South Carolina YouTube channel. So if you have friends and family that are not able to be here today, you can let them know that they can watch your matches online and there'll be some posts and stuff on the videos and stuff today to show you where that is. But if they subscribe to the First South Carolina YouTube channel, they should be able to see all of your matches up there today. And then you'll be able to go back and review those later. So if you're taking video, we have the cameras, so you may not necessarily need to take video standing closer unless you want it immediately, okay? Teams, are you ready to dig into Decode? All right, our first match will be in 10 minutes. We'll give you time to go back to your pits and get your robot and come back up here. Please take the field just as soon as you can. So we have our queuing happening here, field 1, field 2. Thank you. So our first match in Qual 1 on Field 1 is 30380 and 25970 on the Red Alliance, 18984 and 22199 on the Blue Alliance. Qual 2, 18069 and 3641 on Red, 24914 and 28165 on Blue. Please go queue. Good luck to everybody today and have a great Lowcountry qualifier.